At the RSM Classic Prom, Caitlin Clark defied expectations and once again demonstrated why she is among the greatest athletes of her time. Caitlin, who is already a formidable force on the basketball court, has now taken the golf world by surprise, leaving both fans and seasoned pros dumbfounded. Her performance wasn't just outstanding, it established a completely new benchmark. Consider this. When a basketball star enters one of the biggest platforms in golf, the game is immediately altered. Caitlin did more than just play. She reimagined what is conceivable. Caitlin Clark's brilliance was evident on the back nine, demonstrating that she is not only a remarkable talent, but also a tough competitor who performs well under duress. The course was illuminated by each accurate shot, composed choice, and imposing presence. Her performance, however, went beyond the numbers. It was all about the actual moment. The spectators, many of whom were playing golf at this level for the first time, were in complete shock at what they had just seen. The sport has been given new life by Caitlin Clark's captivating presence and daring determination. Her involvement alone transformed a routine event into a spectacular spectacle, confirming her reputation as a genuine game-changer in sports. There was no denying the Caitlin Clark phenomena, which is now more pronounced than before. Prepare to learn how Caitlin did more than just compete. At the RSM Classic, she changed the game and made history. At the RSM Classic Prom, Caitlin Clark did more than simply take the course. She handled it with the calm and expertise of a real pro. It was obvious that this was no typical debut as soon as she hit the back nine. Her immaculate fusion of power and accuracy in her swing demonstrated that she wasn't merely experimenting with golf. She became the dominant one. Even the most seasoned golf fans were enthralled by her performance, which silenced doubters. Every shot was thoughtful, well-planned, and nearly perfectly performed, making an effect on everyone in attendance. Caitlin Clark stood out for her extraordinary capacity to perform well under duress. Golf requires both physical accuracy and mental acuity. And without hesitation, Caitlin accepted the challenge. The audience was on edge after her second shot on the par 5 hole. She was ideally positioned for a possible eagle, making her not just spectacular, but genuinely remarkable. She managed the demands of a brand new sport while transforming a potentially daunting situation into an exhibition of skill. Prominent PGA officials, such as Commissioner Jay Monahan, were clearly impressed by her performance and followed her every move on the course. Zach Johnson, a professional golfer, was in awe of Caitlin Clark's incredible abilities as she navigated the course. His description of her as a competitor who faces difficult obstacles with poise struck a chord throughout the day. Caitlin's performance was a masterclass in dedication, focus, and flexibility. Beyond her technical skill, though, it was her enthusiasm that really made the occasion memorable and enthralled everyone around her. The audience wasn't merely supporting golf. They were supporting Caitlin Clark. Her every move was closely watched by spectators, many of whom were attending their first golf tournament. Caitlin gave a vibrant, youthful spark to the event with her enthusiasm and determination, making it much more than a standard program. She wasn't merely having fun. She was taking it to the next level. It's simply Caitlin Clark's impact was evident by the time she finished her round. Her magnetic star power allowed her to effortlessly bridge the gap between the worlds of basketball and golf. Her influence extended beyond her abilities. It encouraged spectators to adopt a completely different perspective on sports, and golf in particular. By the conclusion of the day, Caitlin had not only given a remarkable performance, but also permanently altered the way that the RSM Classic is played. Her presence turned the occasion into a genuine cultural moment rather than merely creating ripples. This has nothing to do with rankings or scoring. It demonstrated how one athlete may change a sport's allure. Fans who might not have ordinarily watched golf were drawn to the course by Caitlin Clark's captivating personality. Many of the people who followed her weren't your typical golf watchers. They were ardent supporters of Caitlin Clark, ardent WNBA fans, and basketball lovers. Even though Caitlin Clark's presence had only been confirmed a few hours prior, the anticipation around her appearance was palpable. The word got around like wildfire. Almost instantly, the audience grew. anxious to see her much-discussed golf prowess up close. This phenomenon, often referred to as the Caitlyn effect, emphasized her indisputable star power. Few athletes are able to improve a whole sport just by showing up. However, Caitlyn has repeatedly demonstrated that she is anything but typical. When she brought a game to the course, it turned casual onlookers into ardent new golf enthusiasts. The photos taken by Caitlin Clark were outstanding. They were motivating. She demonstrated remarkable accuracy and flexibility, demonstrating her ability to compete with more experienced golfers. She demonstrated the mindset of a truly elite athlete by remaining composed under extreme pressure. Every move she made demonstrated her skill and drive, from composed putting moments to approach shots that created eagle opportunities. The audience saw her unwavering desire to get better and applauded even when a shot didn't land properly. Her golf skills was hardly the only topic of conversation on the course. The wider significance of her effort enthralled PGA officials, other competitors, and spectators alike. Zach Johnson praised Caitlin Clark for handling the difficulties of the sport with amazing poise and called the day a turning point. Her presence demonstrated how inclusive golf is, demonstrating that everyone can enjoy the game. Her playing group's diversity, from executives to seasoned pros, showed how Caitlin effortlessly connects various sports generations and fan communities. By the time Caitlin Clark completed her round, the RSM Classic Pro had transformed from a straightforward competition into a significant sporting event. She changed people's opinions by demonstrating that her athletic ability is limitless. Setting records wasn't the only goal of the day. Caitlin Clark was leading the charge in the effort to smash down obstacles. The audience was captivated by Caitlin Clark's performance in the RSM Classic Pro. It redefined the possibilities for crossover athletes. Her skill, concentration, and agility were on full display with every swing, exceeding fans' expectations for a player best renowned for her supremacy in basketball. She set up a clear eagle opportunity with her second shot on the par 5 hole, which was pure creativity. Aware that they were watching history, the crowd erupted. However, this was more than a single flash of genius. Everyone in attendance was in amazement of the entire performance, which was full of accuracy, tenacity, and breathtaking displays. It was very amazing how Caitlin Clark handled the course like a seasoned pro. She played with a level of concentration and talent that felt almost superhuman for a multi-sport athlete, from setting up putts to driving with amazing power. Zach Johnson, a seasoned golfer, called Caitlin's accuracy and poise unbelievable, pointing out that she is excellent at taking on tasks that most people would be afraid to take on. Even seasoned golf officials and commentators were astounded, wondering how someone could adjust to such a technically challenging sport with such ease. The charisma Caitlin Clark brought to the course was what really made her day remarkable. Fans were enthralled with her every move as they followed her from hole to hole. It was a lot of people's first actual golf experience. Nevertheless, Caitlin made it a thrilling show. The atmosphere was lively, full of yells and slogans more frequently seen at basketball games, as opposed to the typical stillness of golf events. Every shot elicited cheers, and waves of admiration greeted her every move. Caitlin Clark's unique star power was demonstrated by her ability to draw such a diverse crowd, including basketball aficionados, families, and casual onlookers. Her impact extended much beyond her physical prowess. It has to do with making connections. Today, the Caitlin effect hit a new level and is now acknowledged as a phenomenon. Her performance was not the only thing that impressed the audience. Her tenacity, adaptability, and pure enthusiasm for the sport encouraged them. Even her off-course moments contributed to the day's enchantment. Caitlin Clark's attendance at the RSM Classic Pro was truly life-changing. She demonstrated an amazing relatability in everything from her meetings with fans to her calm discussions with PGA officials and lighthearted engagements with the audience. She wasn't merely showcasing her skills as an athlete. She served as an inspiration, showing that obstacles can be overcome with perseverance, bravery, and hard effort. However, her influence extended much beyond the course. The audience wasn't just supporting a golfer. They were seeing a trailblazer in action, Caitlyn's personality and international appeal were evident as she effortlessly attracted followers from golf courses to basketball courts. Every swing exuded vigor, determination, and focus, reminding everyone of why she's a once-in-a-lifetime talent of the next generation. In addition to providing entertainment, her act brought golf to the attention of new audiences who might not have otherwise given the sport any thought. According to a PGA official, Caitlyn is more than just a player. By entering a new arena and succeeding, she is a movement. She sent a message that transcends sports by transforming obstacles into possibilities. It was evident that this was more than just another competition as the sun began to set on the RSM Classic. In Caitlin Clark's remarkable journey, it was a pivotal moment. She demonstrated to us the strength of fusing skill, enthusiasm, and bravery. Caitlyn is becoming more than just a celebrity. She represents boundless promise and the guts to push the boundaries of what is conceivable. Engaging in play, Caitlyn reminded everyone, along with golf legends and business titans, that brilliance knows no bounds. She did more than just compete. She gave the game new life, new supporters, and new significance. One thing was clear at the end of her round. Golf would never be the same after Caitlin Clark left her stamp. There was more to her performance at the RSM Classic Pro than just skill.